Hi, I'm Jim Kikalius. I'm a physics professor at the University of Minnesota, and I was asked to do some science consulting for the Warner Brothers film Watchmen.
Just a matter of time, I suppose.
In Watchmen, Dr. Manhattan has amazing superpowers. He can teleport from one location to another. He can split himself into multiple copies. He seems to be aware of the past, present, and future simultaneously. Are any of these powers possible? Well, there's no such thing as an intrinsic field. But if there were, if we could describe it as a wave, then we could have a situation such as John Osterman's wave being the yellow wave, and if we generate another wave externally, the purple wave, if they're completely in phase, we add the two and we get a bigger result. But if we turn the purple wave and reverse it so that it's now 180 degrees out of phase, you add the two and the result is zero. In the movie, presumably, the intrinsic field that holds all of John Osterman's atoms and nuclei together can be described by some sort of wave. Somehow, that wave is analyzed and they generate a wave completely out of phase. You remove the forces holding his atoms and nuclei together, and he would disintegrate, be torn apart. The light is tearing him to pieces, as they say in the graphic novel. As Alex McDowell, the production designer of Watchmen, described it, they want to know what's around the corner of a long hallway, even if the audience doesn't go down that corridor. So they wanted to know the grounding behind the science. How does Dr. Manhattan move from one location to another? How can he appear as multiple versions of himself? Is there any real physics behind this? They say he has quantum mechanical powers. What does that mean? This will probably come as a shock to you, but some of my students actually find physics dull. I know, I felt the same way. And they always are concerned that it's going to have no applications, no relevance. The common question, when am I going to use this in my real life? Whenever I use superheroes to illustrate physics principles, students never wonder when they're going to use this in their real life. If you can analyze a comic book, a TV show, a movie, and extract real, correct science out of it, if a comic book can apply real physics principles, then maybe physics is good in the real world. Maybe you will use it in your real life.